Well, he's
No.
pacifistic because he doesn't want a war. He doesn't like killing people. He only jokes about Georgie and laughs at him. But when Hugo jokes, Georgie becomes hysterical. Does Georgie become very upset and emotional?
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly right. Georgie becomes hysterical. He becomes very emotional, very upset.
Very emotional.
Does Hugo become hysterical?
No.
No, Hugo's not hysterical.
Hugo not
He's calm.
hysterical.
He's just joking
Calm.
and laughing.
He's
He's
joking
not
and
hysterical. Is Hugo hysterical or is Georgie hysterical?
Georgie hysterical.
Well, Georgie is hysterical. He gets really upset and really emotional and really angry and yelling and screaming. So Georgie's very hysterical. Who becomes hysterical?
Georgie.
Well, Georgie becomes hysterical. Georgie becomes very, very upset. When he becomes hysterical, what does Georgie do? Well, when he becomes upset, when he becomes hysterical, he yells and he screams to his friends. He yells at them and says, "Join me. Let's go kill Hugo and his friends. And let's kill all of them and all of their families. And let's do terrible atrocities." Does he want to do terrible, horrible, violent things?
No.
Yes, that's exactly right. He wants to do atrocities. He wants to commit atrocities. Does he want to do very nice things? No, he wants to commit atrocities. He wants to kill and murder and torture Hugo and his friends. Georgie wants to commit atrocities. Do Georgie's friends want to commit atrocities? No, not really. They don't want to commit atrocities. They don't want to do terrible, horrible, violent things. They don't want to commit atrocities. But Georgie does. He wants to commit atrocities. He wants to do terrible, horrible things. Who does Georgie want to commit atrocities against? Well, he wants to commit atrocities against Hugo and his family and Hugo's friends. But Georgie's friends are reluctant. Are his friends excited to attack Hugo? No, the opposite. They're not excited. They are very reluctant. They're hesitant. They don't really want to attack Hugo. Are Georgie's friends reluctant to make money? No, they don't mind. They're happy to make money. But they're reluctant to attack Hugo. Is Georgie reluctant to attack Hugo? No, Georgie's not reluctant. Georgie really wants to attack Hugo, right? He's enthusiastic. He's excited to attack Hugo. He's not reluctant. Who is reluctant to attack Hugo? Well, Georgie's friends are reluctant. They really don't want to do it. Georgie's friends are reluctant. What do they say to him? Well, they say, "We're reluctant. Hugo's just joking. We don't need to kill him." Because they're reluctant, how does Georgie feel? Well, Georgie's very angry, right? So what does he do? He tries to whip up his friend's anger. Does he want to make his friends angry? Yes, he does. He wants to whip up their anger. He wants to create their anger. He wants to increase their anger. He tries to whip up their anger. Whose anger does he try to whip up? Well, he tries to whip up his friend's anger. Why does he try to whip up his friend's anger? Well, he tries to whip up his friend's anger because he wants them to attack Hugo. How does he whip up their anger? Well, he increases their anger by concocting terrible lies. He concocts terrible lies. Does he create terrible lies?
No.
Yes, he does. Exactly. He concocts terrible lies. Does he make terrible lies? Yes, that's exactly right. He makes terrible lies. He concocts terrible lies. Does he concoct true stories?
No.
No, he does not concoct true stories. He concocts lies. Does he concoct lies about his father? No, he doesn't concoct lies about his father. Who does he concoct lies about? He concocts lies about Hugo. He creates lies about Hugo. He says Hugo likes to kill puppies and babies. He disseminates these lies on TV and on the internet. How does he spread these lies? How does he communicate these lies? Well, he disseminates them on TV and the internet. Does he disseminate true stories on TV? No, he disseminates lies on TV. Who disseminates lies on TV? Well, Georgie disseminates lies on TV. Why does he disseminate lies on TV? Because he wants his friends to become angry and attack Hugo. After he disseminates lies, what happens? Well, he succeeds. He drives his circle of friends to war. Does he push them into war? Yes, he does. He pushes them into war. Does he really push them hard and encourage them and force them to fight? Yes, he pushes them and persuades them strongly to fight. He drives them to war. Who does he drive to war? Well, he drives his friends to war. Who drives his friends to war? Well, Georgie drives his friends to war. He drives his circle of friends to war. Does he drive his group of friends to war? Yes, that's right.
Yes.
He drives his circle of friends to war. Does he drive Hugo's circle of friends to war? No, he doesn't make Hugo's friends go to war. He doesn't drive Hugo's circle, his group of friends to war. He drives his own circle of friends to war. And they attack Hugo. But Hugo is ready. He has learned Kung Fu from Jet Li. He kicks Georgie's ass and breaks his nose. Finally, he elicits an apology from Georgie. Does he get an apology from Georgie? Yes, that's right. He gets an apology from Georgie. He elicits an apology from Georgie. He brings it out of Georgie. He gets it from Georgie. Does he elicit anger from Georgie? No, not anger. He elicits an apology from Georgie. Who does Hugo elicit an apology from?
Georgie.
He elicits an apology from Georgie. Who elicits an apology from Georgie? Well, Hugo. Hugo elicits an apology from Georgie. What does Hugo elicit from Georgie? Well, he elicits an apology from Georgie. So he gets an apology from Georgie. And Georgie says, "I'm sorry, Hugo. I'm just a stupid fanatic." Does he think he's a stupid true believer? Yes, that's right. He says, "I'm a stupid true believer. I believe too strongly in myself and war." He says, "I'm a stupid fanatic, a stupid crazy believer." Who is a stupid fanatic? Well, Georgie is a stupid fanatic. Is Hugo a stupid fanatic?
No.
No, Hugo's not a stupid fanatic. Hugo's quite smart, actually. But Georgie is a stupid fanatic, a stupid, crazy believer. What does Hugo say, finally? Well, Hugo says, "It's okay, little Georgie. Now, go home."
Go home.
Okay, finally, one more time. This time I'll pause.
Go mini story.
tell the story, I'm going to ask a lot of questions. Try to answer the questions quickly before I answer them. This will help you to remember the new vocabulary and phrases. Okay. Once there was a miserable guy named AJ. He was stuck in a miserable job, but he made a lot of money. The job was degrading because he had an oppressive boss. AJ had no autonomy. AJ had no autonomy. He had to ask for permission to do anything. So, did AJ have to ask permission to do anything? Or did he have autonomy? He had to ask permission, of course. He did not have autonomy. Did AJ have independence at his job? No, he did not.
No.
He did not have autonomy. He had no independence. Could AJ make decisions by himself at his job? No, he could not. He did not have autonomy. He had to ask his boss first. Okay, one day AJ decided he was sick of the drab and sterile office. Was the office a nice office? No, it was not. Did it have a lot of colors and art? No, it did not. Did the office have a lot of life? Did it have emotion and feeling? No, it did not. The office was gray. The office had no color, just grays and tans and whites. It was a drab office, a sterile office. So AJ yelled at his boss finally, "Take this job and shove it." Did AJ want his job anymore?
No.
No, he did not. Did AJ want to stay at his job forever? No, he did not. So what did he do? He quit his job. He told his boss, "Take this job and shove it." That means, I don't want this job anymore. It's very rude. Okay, did AJ talk quietly to his boss? No. He was rude and angry, and he yelled at his boss, "Take this job and shove it." AJ decided to travel the world on a quest for fun and adventure. Did AJ go on a quest for money? No, of course not. Did AJ go on a quest for women? No, he did not. What did AJ go on a quest for? What was he searching for? AJ went on a quest for fun and adventure. This was his quest. This was his search, his journey. Did AJ hesitate? Did he wait to do this? No, he did not. AJ did not hesitate. He never hesitated. He went quickly. He went immediately. He never hesitated. He bought a plane ticket to India immediately, right away. And he left the miserable job forever. Did he leave a good job? No, he did not. Did he leave an interesting and fun job? Of course not. He left a miserable, terrible, sad, depressing, boring job. It was a miserable job. Now, AJ's not miserable anymore. Now he's happy. Now he's excited. He's teaching English on the internet to great, wonderful members of Effortless English. He's not miserable anymore. Okay.